Welcome to another episode of ADD Farms, where I get to start a million projects all at the same time because I love it and it's awesome. Also, you knew what you were getting into when you married me. That's not for you guys. That's my default response for a lot of stuff. Inside this container is the most ridiculous lawnmower I've ever seen. I saw it at auction. It's a $27,000 lawnmower that we bought at auction. Who is buying a $27,000 lawnmower? I don't know. I paid nothing close to that. I'll tell you when I get it out what I paid for it. But it is awesome. Now it sat at my house for a little while. We live in the suburbs. It's behind the side by side. We live in the suburbs, and I dropped it off. I was gonna work on it, clean it all up. It stopped working. It got stuck like in the street. I couldn't move it for a couple days. It's impossible to move. We ended up getting it, drug it into my garage. But then I got it running. I put a new fuel pump on it, put a new battery, super pumped. Let's get the side-by-side out, and I'm gonna pull out the most ridiculous lawnmower I've ever seen, and it is so perfect for this property right here. I went to a buddy, and when I was younger, I've almost always had two cars. I've always had a cheap piece of junk truck, and I've always had a cheap piece of junk car. If you put them together, you still can't buy a nice car. I've always had two cars. And one time he was like, man, you're so lucky you have two cars, because when you run out of gas on one, you just drive the other one. It's like, no, they're both out of gas. I'm in a situation right now, everything I own is out of gas. First, I gotta put gas in it though. It ran out of gas on me, and I barely got it in there. All right, so here's another thing. You ever wonder why farmers buy like the dumbest things that run off of diesel? Like a side-by-side. Like, why did you buy a diesel side-by-side? Because they want everything running off the same thing. You're not getting gas and diesel, which is the problem that I'm in, because a lot of my stuff runs off of gas, but 4 things run off of diesel right now. Apparently this thing has 2 5-gallon tanks. This thing carries 10 gallons. This thing carries more than the little Honda Acti truck, which, get ready, we're transforming it right now. Check it out! The biggest, baddest mower out. This thing has more traction than the side-by-side. So I picked it up at auction. I'm watching the bid. It's at like, got an hour left. It's at like $4,500. I never heard of this thing. I look it up, $27,000 mower. I'm like, this is crazy. Yeah, I need a track mower for sure. There's 2 of them. They said it didn't run. I got the nicer of the ones. I go to me and my buddy Italian Joe, we go to pick it up, pop the seat up, put a jump box up to it. It fires right up. We drive it onto the trailer. I'm like, we're good. I needed a new fuel pump. I put a new fuel pump on it, new inline filter. I think I need to change. I didn't change oil. I should change oil. I put a new battery, and then the belt was gone, so I tracked down a belt for it. So it's a pretty amazing mower, but I got some pretty intense hills up here. So let's test it out. Let me see if I can show you and show myself what the point of having tracks on a lawnmower actually are. Let's go find out. Before we go do this lawnmower thing, I wanted to show the ducks to my wife and my family. We dropped 5 ducks off. The other 2 ducks ran away. So now these other 3 ducks, they have not moved from the same spot. So let's see how many ducks we got now. 1, 2, 3. We got Greenie. My kids named them. That one's Greenie. It looks like they're kind of just hanging out in that one spot. I need to help these ducks out. I need to let them know they got a whole pond. I don't think they've moved out of that little spot right there. We got something just for this. Wish I had this last week when I was catching the ducks with Kendall. So my buddy from last week, that's Kendall. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber. Ha-ha! Now look, get your beak out of there. All right, we need that thumbnail. Can you take a thumbnail with that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you go, I'm gonna let you go, I'm gonna let you go. But go that way. No, go in the pond. Use the pond.
You traumatized the ducks, Sean.
Nah, they're doing good. I don't know what happened to the other 2 ducks. Living that water life. They're doing good. It's a lot of comments. Sean's not a farmer. You're not a real farmer. You don't have animals. You're not growing nothing. Those are gonna make eggs.
Duck eggs are like extra protein and stuff too, right?
I'll be slaying them duck eggs. While I'm here, I'm just gonna mow this area, this section real quick. Get it real nice so the ducks can play. I can't get that. That's kind of like half in the water. That's kind of half in the water, so I can't get that. We'll find those other 2 ducks. There's not a brand deal for the mower. I rode it once, it was pretty cool. It might suck, I don't know. But there's 2 different types. There's the brush hog, like bush hog style, and that's gonna have the kickback blades. This is a fixed blade, so this is a finished cut mower blade. If any like mower aficionados are like, what kind of blade is that? All right, so it did that stuff pretty good, and I had good traction. Traction is definitely something I'm always fighting with my other lawnmower. Good mower, but yeah, not but a farm mower. Question is, what can we do with this? So, let's figure it out. It's not unslippable. There's definitely a couple spots up here that I was starting to slide. Mainly the right side. Right there, slipping down there, slipping down over there. I could only imagine what would happen if I didn't have tracks on. I thought it'd be like a tank though, and it wouldn't slip anywhere, but it's not crazy steep. But let's go see if it can do the big bad hill in front of Mother Teresa. I bet I got a million ticks. You know, when you go through a field like this, you want to be above it, not in it. I was definitely in it. So let's go. All right, now here's the situation. This could have too much traction and start to wheelie and flip. That's why we got the roll bar. That's why I got my seatbelt on. Let's do it. This might be the tallest point on the whole farm. And actually, I wanted to mow up here. This is kind of a cool spot that my family and I kind of adopted. Of like, we can hang out up here, put a swing on the tree, but it's got kind of overgrown and it kind of got a little crazy up here. So we'll move the side by side. Let me mow it, make it real nice up here. We have a lot of stuff to do today. It's gonna be a great farm day. So I heard something clanking around and I was like, let me just make sure, because I did put I was working on some of the stuff, and we've got a problem. Check it. This belt is all torn up. It's a new belt. I mean, unless I got something goofy in there, or if one of these, I need to check these pulleys, because maybe one of these pulleys is broken and has a like a rough spot on it that keeps on tearing it up. It's still mowing, so let's keep on mowing. And it wasn't that big of a deal to put the belt on. Maybe I should have read the instructions. I don't know. Check it. I got so much dust in my eye. A little bit of mowing. We turned this place from what it was into a beautiful, grassy looking, overshowing some of the farm, really cool spot that we can hang out. I think it was pretty good. I'm kind of bummed out about that belt. I wonder if something got stuck in there, a rock. I don't know. Can we see it better? Maybe it's at a better spot. We can see how deep it is. It was getting worse. I can hear it. Well, what needs to happen is, I mean, it's a brand new belt. I just need to take it off and just look at all the pulleys and see if one of the pulleys has something broken. That's tearing it up. We got a lot more stuff to do that's non-mowing related. Also, I want to get a drink. So let's talk about the building project. I do kind of go from thing to thing to thing. That is how I am. It's super fun. It's super fun. But once we have a building here, think of a bathroom and a place to store stuff and tools, and once we have a building here, we have something to build stuff around, you know, like make this nice. It's tough when everything's just wild and then constantly getting more wild. You could say it's hard work. I don't know, this is fun to me. I think about wanting to do this. I'm like, Saturday morning, let's wake up, let's go get stuff done. Like, this is what I really like to do, and so I'm not gonna say it's hard work. There's probably some times where it sucks, but I'm really enjoying this. We got a lot more fun stuff. Also, we might have a visitor coming. Pretty impressive mower. All right, so here's the trail cam. And if you remember last time, we left a plate. It was a pie. Only animals would have eaten it, from Walmart. And we had a bunch of like cheap pastries on top. It's gone now. Let's see what, oh, there's someone right now. Oh, it's a lawnmower. Right now, pond cam, we got the lawnmower. Okay, so we have, maybe it's raccoon. Okay, the plate's empty there. Raccoon.
Oh, look at that. Yeah, raccoon.
All right, so we'll grab the footage right out of the cart. Oh, is it a family of raccoons? Family of raccoons. Here we got a bird. Okay, there's like the big plate. It took a couple days before the animals found it. And that's it. Let's go to Deer Fort. I don't see anything. Don't see anything. No, armadillo. Okay, so we got armadillo.
Oh, there's a nice deer.
There's a little deer.
Little doe.
We'll get the video on that one. Isn't that a boy deer?
Oh, you're right. It's got antlers. That is
12 point.
12.
Maybe the video footage will show us what happened to those ducks. They've been here for over a week, so they're ducking it up. So we'll let them do their duck thing. It's too much to mow. You can't mow everything with this. This can be the finished cut stuff. I need a batwing mower to put on Christian Bale, and actually I got something new for Christian Bale. Let me show it to you guys. It's gonna be pretty cool. Also, we have a new addition to the farm. Actually, we'll get to that when Joe gets here. He'll enjoy that. Can someone tell me why this rock is here? Other than to break a lawnmower. There's nothing, there's not even a snake underneath it. This rock should be someplace else. I don't know where though. These fields are filled with these big dumb rocks that are just breaking all my stuff. Some of them are actually the core of the earth poking up. And with those, I'm either gonna put more dirt on top or just grind them down. But the other ones, I wanna dig them up. It'd be nice if I can just get a big old bush hog, batwing bush hog, and just 5 minutes mow this whole thing inside my tractor, listening to Divorced Dad playlist. That lawnmower looks small compared to the tractor. Now I'm disappointed. All right, let's go put the lawnmower back. Mitchell, always drink water, and also remember, first one that gets bit by a snake wins. I just realized I've got another Bikes and Beard side by side that needs to make it out to the farm. It's sitting in storage right now. Yep, that's it. Tapped out. All right. Put the cap back on. We'll put the rest of this in the 8N. That 8N has like a 50-gallon fuel tank, or I don't know, it's ginormous. I keep on dumping these things in there. I've never got anywhere close to being full. So on the way here, we saw a guy who was running. He was running an 8N as like the rake thing, farmer talk rake thingy. So yeah, he had one tractor, all old tractors, all like this generation tractor that was running in a PTO attachment that would cut the hay. Another one, an 8N that was like with the turning things that kind of puts all the hay in a line. Another tractor with a baler on it, all old stuff. And I'm like, man, that dude's the man. I need 3 more tractors, and I need those attachments so I can do the same thing. All right, a couple things. This big giant piece of Lexan. This is what I'm gonna use to make my own damage break-proof glass window for Skid Rock. It was much cheaper. You can buy a piece, and it's like $500, or you can buy this for like $120, and I just gotta cut it out myself. Put a couple holes in it, bam, jam it in there. So that's what that's for. We'll get this out of the truck. Finally. So this was delivered by Amazon. My Amazon guy, he's gotta hate me because this thing weighs probably about 250 pounds. Oh my gosh. It came in on its own special dolly, and I'm not exactly sure. So what I think this is, it's a piece that I'm hopefully gonna bolt on somehow to the front of my tractor. So we're gonna take off the hay fork. Everyone's been bugging me about that hay fork. Take off the hay fork. What do you do with the hay fork? We're gonna take the hay fork off, put this on. This is a quick detach. So I should, in theory, if this works, all my skid steer attachments, like non-hydraulic skid steer attachments, I could connect with this. So my bucket and my other bucket and my tooth bucket, the buckets. So that's what this is supposed to be. That's the bottom piece. I found some beef jerky in the truck. It's been a while since I've driven the tractor. Everyone gets mad that I get on this side. The other side doesn't work very well. Oh yeah. Feels so cool. It's so good in here with this air conditioning. I love this tractor so much. Everything I ask of it, it just does, except for this one hose keeps on popping off. Other than that, it just does whatever. So I couldn't get that to curl, and I wonder if I put it on if I need to move a different lever to do it, because they're all plugged in. Why's that fan still running? Is it locked up? Why is it not moving anymore? So I gotta see if I can take this piece off and then see how this piece goes onto it. And then anything quick detach, I could just swap out. Super simple is the plan. Man, this thing is heavy. I don't know how I bolt this guy onto that. Some guy commented because I messed up with the automatic quick attach the other day. He's like, you need to learn how to use the manual ones. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna spend money, modify mine to be manual, and spend money to take them off and put the ones that belong on it. I don't know about that, but I guess I'll learn how to use the manual ones this way. What we need to do is we need to unbolt this big guy. Once this is unbolted, we can take this thing off, and then we can, all we have to do is attach that to this. So those are all already broken off. Okay, we gotta find ourselves. So the easiest solution is it out of hydraulic? Is it low in hydraulic fluid? I'm hoping that's what it is. Maybe it's just the fact that this fell out. Okay, that was right. That's probably what it is. Farmer. I just do moments like that so I can go home and tell my wife. That's the only reason. We were out there on the farm. We all had given up hope, and then I had an idea. That's how the story always starts. Go look at that hose. It's still not curling. Go see what that hose is doing back there.
Hey, it fell off. It fell off again.
All right. It might not let me put it in while it's running. That hose is super dumb. It keeps on falling out. I don't know what the deal with what this connection is. And it goes in this guy. Maybe. All right, you keep an eye on that. All right, keep an eye on it. They stay in? All right, it's working.
Looks fine, yeah.
Look up front, it's working. Looks like we fixed it. Yeah, that hose keeps on popping out. If someone knows why and what I gotta do to fix it. Look at this, you'd think we'd be filming a Honda Chevy Case commercial over here. Honda Chevy Case. All the languages. And clear stuff. This is always a good idea. And my goal is, I just want to get this front piece off, get that piece kind of mocked up on there, and just get an idea. Do we have to, all we have to do is drill holes in there? Do we have to make a plate? We got to weld something? I don't know, just come up with some idea of how we can do this. And then, every time we're doing tractor stuff, or moving logs or something like that, the tractor can jump in and help out and at least push stuff with a bucket or something. We should put these on there just loosely so it doesn't come all crashing down on us. I still get a lot of comments saying, you're not farming. This is, one, the reality of farming, but two, without the fun stuff of farming. Driving down the field, plowing, that's glamour farming. That's glarping. That's glarming. Awful jobs every day. Pretty great investment, these giant. Also, I have not hit my head on this once. I haven't even poked my eye out yet once. Pretty jazzed about that. We're getting really, really close to breaking ground on the shop. I'm putting in the order for the building today. They're gonna start on everything else before that, digging and the footers and the concrete and all that stuff. We're going, I feel like it's a good size, 60 by 140, so 8,400 square feet. And then we'll have livable space, about 3,000 square feet. So 1,500 square feet on the bottom, and then above it will be rooms, but they'll be at the bottom, we'll have an open area. So maybe like 2,500 square feet or something, livable space. I'm pretty pumped. Yo, Italian Joe, what's up?
What are you doing?
Oh, we're just farming.
You still there?
Yeah.
Need me to bring you anything?
Did you get food yet?
No.
Yo.
Only 2 o'clock.
Did you have lunch yet?
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Then never mind. No,
Yeah,
just come on down. We got some good farming going on here. We're gonna need some help with the dump truck. And we have a new farm vehicle we got to test out real quick.
I'm leaving Moon's driveway now, so however long that takes.
About 20 minutes.
All right.
Bring your farming shoes.
I got my boots on.
Cool. All right, man. Go get this thing done before Italian Joe shows up. It's so amazing. It was easy with the big one. I got to do a little devotions with my daughter this morning on the stoop of the house and reading in Proverbs, talking about wisdom. The Proverbs kind of personifies wisdom as like a woman that's more valuable. You're supposed to search for wisdom more so than gold or jewels or anything like that. And I was explaining to her, I was like, it's kind of two things. One, if you have wisdom, it's much easier to get those things. But two, even better, if you have wisdom, you realize that they're not as valuable as you thought they were. Wisdom's interesting. It's one of the things that the Bible tells you to look for it. It tells you to go get it. But it also says that if you pray for it, God's going to give it to you. So why wouldn't you pray for it? Unless you just didn't believe any of it. This right here, I'm not trying to like toot my own horn. This is, I'm gonna call this wisdom right here. Part of wisdom is just thinking a couple steps ahead. It's funny when you're by yourself in the woods and you hear like something fall over there, you're like, Bigfoot. When you're with other people, hear something fall, you're like, yeah, whatever. You know what I mean? If it was Bigfoot, he would have saw it. He'd have noticed it. You know, like that classic like Indian song, ding-a-ding-a-ding-a-ding, you know? That clanking reminds me of it. Side note, I've got an Indian brother-in-law, so. You good?
Easy, yeah.
All right, so I'm pretty confident. So this piece gets connected, we'll be able to bolt to there. Let's try to mock it up and see how we might be able to do this. I'll definitely need to drill new holes. Maybe we have to make a new plate. Maybe we have to make a special mounting plate for it or something like that.
I'm saying like a offset bracket or something.
Hey, it's our friend, Italian Joe. Man, that guy's so cool. Watch him pull in the driveway like a boss. Watch him give it a little bit of gas just to show that he's got a big diesel, but not enough to tear anything up. I told you. Classic Joe. Joe, all right, we spent the last 2 hours taking off the fork. We got the fork off. I got one of these things. That'll adapt for any quick attach skid steer mounts. I gotta mount that red thing to that yellow thing. So I need a piece of steel a couple inches wider. Should I just weld it on there? Run a bead, weld it.
Why can't you just use that? These all come off. Top one's got a pin and the bottom ones have bolts. What's this look like next to that?
Looks pretty good. Why didn't I just do that in the first place?
And then this one's just got a bolt holding it in. It needs a hammer. But if you pull these, well, you could even leave these on, I think. I don't know. Depends. But I think this is going to work out better for something to mount that to. Kind of work with what you got. That's the farmer way, right?
It is the farmer way. It is what we do.
Yeah, these fit right there. And you still got to take them off. But maybe you could rest it on top.
How do we? There's bolts to get. Let's pull those bolts out.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, 9/16.
Told you guys, Joe has all the good stuff. If we have a grinder, this could be getting done today.
Yeah, 54, so you got plenty width. Do it backwards with the pins back and just to kind of get an idea. You got a couple of different mating surfaces, right? You got one on the top, solid. And you still got the problem with this width. It's just a weird deal. You could easily put plates here too.
How do we bolt the other side in? If it's behind here, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, it's smaller. You might have to add another piece.
What if we simplify? We ditch this thing and we just build a plate. We weld a big fat plate to this. Here, let's try to mock this thing up right on against. Let's ditch this.
So I'm gonna go to the end of this bracket where I think the end is.
Okay.
You tell me where you're at on that side.
2 pieces off of mine.
All right, so I'm gonna go halfway into it.
Okay, that's halfway into mine, yeah.
So that's halfway there. What's the lowest this thing has to be? To scoop an attachment, how low does it have to be?
That's a good question.
Because if you can bring it up to this hole here, you could still tip it to grab your attachment and pull it in towards you and bring it up. So this is the bottom. And this is the back.
Yes, this is the tractor plate. That's the attachment plate. Yeah, we have stuff. We need more stuff. All right, so this project's not getting done. Let's go to the next project. So you only have to hear that Alan Jackson song about 3 times before you realize you need a rusted old Jeep on your farm to teach your kids how to drive. And you know what I'm talking about. We have a lot of history with this Jeep. Let's see if we can get it off here, and it's probably gonna spend its last days rusting out on my farm. So here's the story behind it. This is my little brother's first vehicle. My dad bought it for him. It was kind of rusty then. It wouldn't pass Pennsylvania state inspection because the frame was rusted through. So he spent a couple, maybe $3,000 or $4,000, maybe more, to get the frame reinforced so it would pass inspection. And then my brother took it to, he moved to Washington. He took it with him. There's something wrong with it. I don't think anyone ever figured out what that thing is. And he parked it for some reason. He was moving back to Pennsylvania. My dad's like, I'll buy it back. And I was like, Dad, don't buy that back. He's like, I'll buy it back. He did what all good dads would do. He bought it back. I shipped it to Tennessee instead of shipping it the whole way back to Pennsylvania. Sat in front of the shop for a couple months. Now it's here. And this is, I'm able to put a battery in it, run it around. This is where it's gonna stay. And look, except for Joe. Joe wants it. Let's shut these doors. Yeah, let's throw something under. This is a pretty light. Light Jeeps are pretty light.
Yeah, but I don't want to mess up your.
Let's throw something. Let's throw some wood. We'll throw these logs. They're a little thicker. All right. So the plan is we jump it. It's a shame because I think you put a new top on it before it sat. Runs like a champ. Joe, you see air conditioning compressor? No. Stupid Jeep doesn't have air conditioning. It's got the stickiest steering wheel. If you're anything like any human being who's ever existed, the worst thing ever is a sticky steering wheel. Hop in, Joe.
Oh yeah. All right. Extra weight. I think I just got stung by something. Something living in here?
No, we've been getting stung by stuff all day. Point of no return right here.
At the pumpkin?
How's the differential looking, Mitchell? Am I gonna bottom out? That was so soft. Not as soft.
So easy.
Money.
Looks like we got a new farm Jeep.
This thing's gonna love it out here.
I gotta admit it, I hated that Jeep, but now I love it. This is the most perfect home for it. This is where it belongs, and it's the most Alan Jackson country farm thing we could possibly be doing. And I'm teaching my 5-year-old how to drive on that thing. All my kids learn how to drive. I'm gonna get one of those crappy steering wheel wraps from like Advanced Auto Parts for $5. You just wrap it, because I can't stand sticky steering wheels. Yeah. Joe likes sticky steering wheels. He puts syrup all over his steering wheel every morning. Yes, all the belts are loose.
All right, so this is pretty much maxed out. It's got a slide plate and it's all the way to it's maxed out. So if this belt, you size this thing up, you might want to get it a little shorter. Is that an actuator right there or bolts?
That's a bolt. All right, so what we're trying to do is, I just want to see if I can pull the dump truck back because it's kind of in the sun. If we can pull it back and get it into the shade, that'd be kind of nice. If not, not a big deal, but if we can, why not?
It's got no pressure, so they're probably locked.
Tell them to pump the brake like 5 times. Pump the gas.
It's a big old fireball. I lost about 4 pounds doing that.
Why it was so hot?
Yeah.
So cool in here. I was gonna ask you guys to go grab me a jacket. All my sweat's turning into salt crystals.
All right, I got crow's feet. You want to try that?
Yeah.
And I got some other ones here.
Hit my knee on the rim. That's why farmers always have bad knees. Nah, we need standard. These aren't fitting right. There you go. There you go.
I just got to get it to separate now. Stupid thing. Let me see that screwdriver. All right, and can you slightly pull up on this line here? This one here. There you go. Pull it out. You're good. There you go. Pull it back towards the firewall. There you go, you're out. That's pretty clean looking. Just what's all that rust that you see when you look down into it? That's the butterflies.
We'll get this thing back up to brand new.
I think I lost 5 pounds.
You looking good, Joe.
How's my hair look?
How Joe's hair look? Awesome. I think I'll see it. You don't see it.
It actually kind of looks good.
All right, so we accomplished nothing like every farm day.
You got the carb off.
Joe's over here showing his best side to the camera. So we accomplished basically nothing this farm day. Slightly ahead of where we were. We didn't break anything. That's pretty good news. We got the carb off of this. We got a plan for the other thing. We did find the ducks. 3 out of 5 is pretty good. And we have raccoons apparently. So next, before we leave, me and Joe are gonna put these tools in the back of the Jeep, try to pop start the Jeep down the hill, and let's see how that goes. I'm confident this is gonna work.
Oh, there goes that.
Ah, you broke the zip tie.
Bye-bye zip tie. Close the tailgate. All right, more weight for the downhill.
Retraction.
You wanna do it by yourself?
Nah, jump in, come on.
How you gonna turn around?
We're going straight. All right, so the plan is we get as much momentum as we can down this hill.
All right, I'm getting out.
Wait. Okay, give me a push. Okay, there we go. All right, you jump in. Oh, no power steering. I think I'm running. Am I running? No, I thought I was running.
You never popped it.
I did pop it.
Jump box.
That's me popping. That's me popping it.
Is the key on?
I'm gonna pop it right here.
She's not a popper. Jump box. You're gonna dam it. You're gonna dam it up.
All right, fire it up. Fire it up for real. We'll see you guys next time on Sean's farm. Joe's gonna try to make this hill. This is the first time driving stick. Don't stall it, man. Look, I made all this. It's sunk in a little bit since I made it.
You could put the tube in with dirt.
I'll take a left.
It ain't gonna left.
All drifting. So apparently all of our stuff fell out of the Jeep. We didn't close the door all the way, so. All right, so we got some parts in for the Suburban. I think we're gonna be able to put them on. Let me show you what we got going on. And let me introduce you to my buddy. His name is Bub. I don't know what his real name is. I know he has a real name. I just don't know what it is. So he's been working on it. He got it running pretty good. He's gonna fix the battery terminals, because obviously that's not right. And he also got a kit to fix the carburetor. Let's see what else he's got for us. What up, Bub? How you doing? Are these mine? Check it out. Mickey T's. You thinking white walls out or white walls in?
White walls out.
All right.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So we went with, what, with 35s?
35 1250s.
35 1250 Mickey Thompsons. Super pumped about it. What does that seat out of? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, check this out. Check it out, new seat, new carpet, new seat cover. All these Suburbans have the same seat cover. Look, that was one that was on the other one. Why did they all have the same seat cover? It's crazy. But so we're gonna start tearing this stuff out. It's pretty rough. So shortly we'll be throwing it away. Look how ragged out the seat is. But look at all these new look at all these panels. Look how good that looks. Here's mine. Here's theirs. Actually, this must be for another spot because it's shorter, but
I mean, it's okay if I go. But let's just bring it up.
do you have one of those battery terminal cleaner tools?
No,
Yeah.
You're gonna have two of them. So
Okay.
this one goes from body to chassis, and
Okay.
that's essentially what gives your ground for like all your lighting and all your accessories. But you need to have one that there's nothing right now that's making from the battery to the actual. So this is like a jump post
Oh, okay.
that like shares off to the chassis.
So we do need one from here to there.
we do need one. Yep. Which
And-
is
That one.
this one here.
We'll probably cut it a little shorter.
So this one's not accurate.
This long one.
Yeah.
So ditch that
Like
long
this one,
one.
we'll want to take that bolt out. So what I'll do is put a new ring terminal on this end, and we'll join this one in. Originally it was like this.
Bob's been working on these things for so long. He just knows. He knows so much about them. It takes all the guesswork out of it. Bob is actually the guy that had he did a lot of stuff with the Miss Geico bike. I knew him before, and then he walked up when I had the Miss Geico bike. He's like, dude, I haven't seen this bike in years. He was actually the only other person I've ever saw on video to ride the bike. And I saw the video, and then later he's like, oh, that's me. And I looked back at the video. I'm like, oh my gosh, it was him. It was amazing.
You can shorten this one a lot, dude. Where they zip tied it right there.
Oh, yeah.
You can, I mean, dude, it's like zip tied everywhere. You can bring it up from like that zip tie more direct, straight to it if you want.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah.
This is one of those things when you're working on old trucks. If you don't get just simple things like the rusty terminals just cleaned up, you'll be fighting this for every time it's not running right. You'll be jiggling wires and stuff. It's just not, it's not any fun. Better just to spend the extra time, a couple extra bucks. It's all cheap to do. Bub, how would you describe what you do here?
Without saying the most generic phrase of, I make dreams come true, which is what every person says that does like cars, trucks, bikes. Like, oh, well, it's kind of like that, not so basic, right?
But most of those guys that do that, they kind of specialize in one. Like they're good at one thing,
Right.
but they think they can do other things.
We know they can't.
We know they can.
Yeah.
You actually uniquely, like everything I bring to you, I've seen you build motorcycles from the frame up like in a weekend.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? I've seen you do crazy stuff.
6 weekends, but yes.
Oh, new trucks, old trucks.
You have a passion for the industry, right? Like in using your hands and like using your brain to design something and then like come up with something that's really unique. But not only just come up with like the piece of art, but also make the art perform.
Right.
Right? Like it's not just something that's gonna go sit somewhere, and like everything I build is like, it's street driven stuff. Like it all looks amazing, it's one off and unique. Like I'll never build two of the same thing, but it's all, you can drive and ride it.
Right. I've always kind of seen you as like the automotive, like high-end designer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Only not doing it on paper.
But not doing it on paper,
Yeah.
doing it in the workshop.
Right.
And then on top of that, you make it run good.
Completely.
It's like it can't just look good.
Well, so
It's
that's-
got to run good. How's mini truck doing?
It's getting there, dude. Have you seen it yet?
No.
It's getting there. You want to see it?
Let's go check it out.
All right.
First of all, you recognize that bike?
I mean, I recognize it.
That's a
Somehow
coolest bike.
I got swindled into buying this thing somehow.
swindled.
All right, so check this thing out, dude. So we've already got we've got mock-up fitted for the monkey.
Yep.
So we're gonna position it probably like 12 inches further back than where it is right now. And then we'll chalk it after we do like the full satin black undercoating in the bed.
Yep.
And then we did the side graphics on it already to match the monkey.
They look so good.
Matt actually like had to section and cut the roof rack and then get it positioned so it fits the roof of the truck, because these things obviously you can't buy a direct fit roof rack.
Right. It looks good up there.
Well, now we've got it up on stands. We're getting ready to do a 2-inch lift on it, front and rear, going up to a 15 by 7 inch wheel, which is going to also match the monkey, and then a GTW radial tire that's going to match the monkey.
This is looking good. Cool. All right, let's get back to work, bub. Okay, that's on. That's on. Bub was thinking that this this hot line is way too long. So let's just pull that off and tighten it up a little bit. Anything's a hammer. Anything and everything when you're a farmer. So a couple things. Earlier in the week I went and looked and the coolant was low. We haven't ran it yet, but not sure if it's leaking. It looks like, well, it's obvious. They put a new water pump. So the water pump is new. That's cool. Bub said the fan's too small. It's the wrong fan. And we're missing like the bottom part of the shroud. The shroud is actually pretty important it won't cool as well as it should, and that fan should probably be the right size. So it's something we need to keep our eyes on. See how it's kind of, oh.
Yeah, it should be tighter than that. You got battery voltage, you got fuel, you got spark.
Looks like we're good.
Yeah, we grab the key.
Looks like here's the moment of truth. This is the moment of truth. All right, we're manual, so make sure it's out of gear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, okay, it starts. That's the moment of truth. We got the truth. So we have good oil. We have oil pressure. Voltage is not connected. I only think one of these gauges is actually working. They're doing that gauge might be working. We don't know what fuel gauge works. So we're good. So that is great news. Let's put these other tools back. So we got battery is good. It's a pretty nice machine.
That's what we're getting at here.
Top of the line.
You want to lift that up real quick?
Holy cow.
Pretty heavy, right?
That's heavy.
Yeah.
That's got to be what, 100?
Probably 135?
35?
I was going to say 160-ish on these, yeah. Tires are in like the 48 to 55 range.
That's a heavy wheel.
Those are
What is
like
that?
80 pounds.
Is that a 20?
Yeah, the 20s. 20 by 9.5.
We took us for a spin. It was pouring down rain. We jumped it, we got it running, and we noticed this. It was dripping from right here. And I was like, oh, the cork's bad. There's your problem. You got a bad cork in it. But I think it looks like they put the cork in from the bottom. And they should have put it in from the top. Rookie mistake. Actually, we probably whittled that cork. Solve this problem once and for all the right way. Pull that neck muscle. Shoot. Solid. That ain't leaking nowhere. All right. Yeah, we probably should fix that the actual way though. Let's check this stuff out though. And these doors are pretty much done. Like that's pretty bad. I might have to replace these doors. Look at that. Feels good. Smells good. Now that's a wheel. Dang. The classic Mickey Thompsons. Yeah, these look sharp.
Dude, it's going to make that truck look like a $10,000 truck just by putting those on.
Should I start getting that Suburban up on the jacks?
Here we go. Yeah.
We're doing this. We good? While I'm in here, let's take a little closer look. Rotors are pretty not bad. Brakes don't look bad. They're low and old, but alright, so he's gonna modify the center cap so that the locking and unlocking hubs will fit through and it'll look real nice. But until then, we're just gonna stick it on there. He'll fix that later. All right, first tire. This is the most love this truck has gotten in, I don't know, 20 years. That looks good. Look at it. How good that looks. Alright, so we got a bad thread on this guy. Right there, we need a thread cleaner. So I'm gonna see if I can clean this thing up with this. Nailed it. Cool. Got the new stud. I'm gonna throw it in there. We got 3 wheels on. So they forgot to deliver 1 tire. We didn't notice it, but we got 3. So we're gonna put an old tire back on, roll back out, so you can bring his Camaro back in, and then we'll be back on the road in a little bit.